Guys, get used to seeing me grinning like a fool all the time this season. Because not only do we have the Eminence and Shadow back, we have Spy X Family back. And I couldn't be happier. This season feels tailor-made for me. And I'm here for it. Man, I've missed this show so much. First things first. What a great episode for us to come back on. Just imagine. You've heard about getting shot in the knee, guys. Well, now we've got shot in the butt. Oh, man. What a way to get shot, by the way. What a place to get shot in. Oh, man. But let me talk about the opening and endings real quick. Bro, they are fantastic. I love how quirky they are. They're so quirky and good. They really are. They're so great. I know they were released a couple days ago, but I didn't watch them until I watched the episode today. Just because I wanted to see how they were in the episode. And they're so good, dude. Oh, I'm just so happy right now. So let's just get straight into it and talk about Spy X Family Season 2, Episode 1 today. So our episode today begins rather intensely as we hear bang, bang, bangity bang, bang. As we hear, the customers have been served. No, I'm heading home immediately. My husband asked me to buy milk and eggs on the way home. Tee-hee. And as Yors on the phone here, we see one thug survived as he says, damn it, so she's the famous assassin known as the Thorn Princess. As he takes aim and says, die, you monster, as we hear a bang. And it's here as we transition back to the house. We see Loid is watching the events that just happened unfold on the TV. As Anya tells him, I want to watch cartoons. The news is boring. Yo, same, girl, same. As Loid says, no, the news is boring, but so are adults, so deal with it. As he thinks, there's so much information I can gather just from a single public news outlet. This country should really keep their information on a tighter leash. But as he looks over and realizes he just crushed Anya's soul right here, he says, alright, fine, you can watch it. And it's here we get the return of Bond Man. The most on-the-nose cartoon ever. I love it. And it's here as we suddenly see Yors come home. Bruh, she has seen some better days. Let's just say that, guys. As Loid's got to ask her, Yor, are you feeling okay right now? As she tells him, not exactly. As she thinks, I can't tell him. I absolutely can't tell him I got shot in the butt while fighting a group of armed men, and it hurts so much. Although I guess that would be quite an interesting dinner conversation, huh? Honey, I got shot in the butt today. Sure. As Anya's just like, she was shot? By a gun? Like, what else, Anya? As she's like, Mama, are you gonna die? As Yor tells her, don't worry, Miss Anya, I won't die. Probably. She tells him, I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna go to bed right now. As she thinks, I'm sure that if I get a good night's sleep, this bullet will magically disappear out of my ass. As our boy Loid thinks to himself, she's in a terrible mood. What did I do? Is it because I asked her to go shopping? It was just milk. And over here, Anya's just thinking, Mama won't die even if she's shot by a gun? Wow. As Loid's over here in panic mode, like, any discord in our family will lead to this mission failing. I must do anything in my power to remedy this at once. As Anya is just like, Papa missed the mark yet again. Oh boy. As Loid thinks, hopefully her mood will be better in the morning. But as we transition to the next day, I'ma just say, that's probably a hard no. It didn't. As they're both like, it didn't get better. As Loid thinks, for the sake of this family, I need to brighten her mood, as any husband should. And it's here. Drastic times call for drastic measures, as he says, Yor, we're both off today. So why don't we go on a date? I want to thank you for always helping me with raising Anya and the chores. I'd like you to relax to the utmost today. As Yor is just floored here, like a date. As we see that she tells her coworkers that, yeah, me and my husband, we've never been on a date. What's a date? I don't even know what that is. Not suspicious at all. As she thinks, I gotta experience this thing called a date or someone may suspect that we're a pretend family. As Loid's like, we don't have to go if you're not feeling well. You certainly don't look happy. But she tells him, I want to go. I want to take this opportunity to learn everything I can. As Anya's just like, I want to go on a date too. Let's go. Where are we going? As Loid's like, yeah, you're staying home, Anya. As Bond's just like, borf. Can we just take a second to say how great it is that Bond doesn't bark, he borfs? I always love that. And it's here. It's time to get a little romantic as we switch over to our date. But before they go, Frankie says, hey, Loid, come here a sec. How many times do I gotta tell you this, Loid? I'm an informant. I'm not your errand boy. As Loid's like, I didn't have a choice. I can't leave Anya home alone. Shut up and watch my kid, Frankie. This is a very important mission to ensure that we remain one happy family. I have to date my wife, damn it. You said you wanted to create some new spy gadgets, didn't you? I've already prepared a check, man, so shut up and watch my kid. As Frankie's like, damn it, why do you gotta take advantage of my weaknesses every single time? Maybe because it works? And it's here. Bro, we see how much of a player Loid really is. As he snaps his fingers, car rolls up, and he says, allow me to take your hand, honey. As he thinks, last night, I came up with 862 date plans to ensure that Yor has fun. There's no way I could fail. And I feel a little bad for Yor here, because she actually does want to enjoy this, but a literal pain in her ass is keeping her from doing so. As she thinks sitting down would mean my butt's in even more pain. As she says, sorry, Loid, but I'd prefer if we just walked around on this date. As Loid's like, Nani, she's mad! This just killed 794 of my plans! As he's just like, sure, hun, let's just take a casual stroll, I guess. And as they're leaving, Anya's just like, I'm kind of worried about Mama and Papa. Wherever they go, trouble ensues. And it's here after a little bit of encouragement from Bond Man's boss. She says, scruffy head, I'm gonna tail Mama and Papa. Now you see, guys, a normal person here would be like, no, Anya, they're adults. Let them have fun. Adults need fun too, you know. Frankie ain't normal. As he's like, what the hell? That sounds like some epic fun. Let's do it. But your papa's pretty sharp, so we're gonna have to be careful and wear some disguises. But as we transition to our disguises, Frankie's like, yeah, you're gonna bring even more attention to yourself in that getup, Anya. I love how this show does pay little homages to old spy movies, because this is what a femme fatale would wear in the old movies. I kind of love that the show does that. As Anya tells him, it's no problemo, por favor. As she says, you've been charged with guarding the house. Highly skilled agents of the secret organization, P2. Bond, Director Chimera, and Agent Penguin Man. Truly a force to be reckoned with. And as our tailing begins, Frankie says, Twilight, I'm going to get a good look at your romance skills that have landed you countless women, you player. As Loid's just like, what are those two doing back there? Because of course he spotted them instantly. He'd be a fraud if he didn't. As he thinks, I'll just think of this as part of the mission to keep the family happy and pretend I didn't see it. As he thinks, more importantly, I need to brighten Yor's mood. And it's here. Let's transition into our date. First stop, the mall, as Loid says. You have such a striking figure, Yor. I'm sure you'd look great in pants, too. Gotta be real here. She kinda does. As she thinks, if I wear anything tight, it's gonna agitate my wound and I'll pass out in agony. Girl, go to the hospital. As she's like, yeah, I'm good, I can't. Next, the movies. As she's just standing and says, oh, my butt. But at least Frankie's having a good time, right, guys? Next, the club. Oh, my butt hurts. Next, the park. Oh, my butt. As Frankie's thinking to himself, damn, ladies, there's enough room in this boat for 2 more, if you know what I mean. Next, the spa, where they're literally massaging this woman's butt. And this one, I understand you're saying no to. Next, the zoo. Oh, my butt. And as we get to the evening, Yor thinks, I can't concentrate on this date at all. My ass hurts. And here Loid is trying to teach me so many things here. As Loid's like, I think her mood's getting worse rather than better. I'm failing hard. What exactly does Yor like, damn it? Not getting shot in the butt is probably a good choice here. As Frankie's just laughing at him, saying, Loid always tries to act cool, but he's failing left and right here. As Anya's like, Scruffy, your personality kind of sucks, doesn't it? And it's here, it's time for our last-ditch effort, as Loid says, I'm sure you're tired, Yors, so why don't we go have some dinner? And as we get to dinner, place is nice as hell, reservations set, everything's prepared for, Yors sits down. It's a win. A very painful win, but a win nonetheless. And it's here we see they actually turn away Frankie and Anya, saying, sorry, sir, you're dressed like shit, and we don't allow children in here. As he tells Anya, you heard the guy, kid. You gotta give it up. But it's here as they're leaving. Some ne'er-do-well is up to no good. As we hear, Thorn Princess, what the hell is she doing here? As Anya hears the thought of a waiter inside as he says, there's no doubt about it. That's the assassin woman who raided our hideout yesterday and got shot in the ass. As he says, when I survived that tragedy, I took it as God's mercy on my soul. And I decided to turn over a new leaf and get a proper job. For the sake of my girlfriend I live with, too. If only every criminal had a girlfriend at that point, guys. Kind of crazy. But then he says, I see how it is, my comrades in hell. I just need to kill her, right? I'll avenge the Red Circus. As Anya's like, there's a bad guy in the restaurant. As she realizes that Yor would obviously beat the shit out of him. But then thinks Loid would say, Yor, you're an assassin? Let's get a divorce. The forgers are done. Let's throw Anya out too. As she tells Frankie, the family's in danger. We gotta go. As Frankie thinks, wait, is she worried her parents might get divorced? She feels that strongly about a pretend family? As he says, okay, fine, I guess I'll play this game with you a little longer. And jokes aside here, guys, one of the things I really do love about this series is the fact that despite every single character having their own reason for wanting to keep the family together, at the end of the day, they all just want to keep the family together. They just can't admit it to themselves, They all love this little situation that they're in, but they just can't find the words to really say it yet. And I just find that so, charming and wholesome. It's one of the perks of this series, honestly, and I really like it. And it's here as we transition to our date. It's time to get a bit classy, guys, as they both order their drinks. As Loid says, this restaurant serves a very rare delicacy called blowfish from the Far East. I hear they serve it in one of their courses, too. Blowfish is highly poisonous, but I'm told its flesh is quite exquisite. As we see, its poison makes a hell of a cocktail, too. As our bad guy says, drink a whole fish worth of poison and go to hell, Thorn Princess. And as they're infiltrating the air ducts, Anya tells Frankie, we gotta hurry, man. Because as the drink gets to the table, Yor's like, man, this is quite the color and aroma. Look how thick it is. And guys, Yor puts that drink away. She chugs that shit. And it's here. It looks like we're too late and that Yor's done for. As our bad guy says, I've avenged you, my brothers. I'll see you in hell shortly. But then all of a sudden, Yor's like, the pain in my butt's gone away. I feel so much better. As we see that she's built up so many immunity to poisons that it doesn't do anything to her. As she says, my whole body does feel kind of tingly though. Wonder why that's the case. As Loid's suddenly like, yo, is she in a better mood now? Is it because of the drink? Should I get her plastered more often? And I'm sitting here like, Loid, did you not learn your lesson from season 1? Don't let Yor drink. Don't let her drink. I think it's kind of funny how they have to put a disclaimer like, don't try this at home, kids. Very dangerous. Like, random kids are gonna get blowfish poison off the street. Like, here, kid, you wanna buy some poison? Like, what? As Anya's just like, I should have known by now. And it's here our date starts going very well, finally. So our bad guy says, I guess I'll have to take things into my own hands. I should be able to build a makeshift bomb with the stuff in storage. I won't be able to include a timer, so I'll just have to run into her with it. I'm sorry, Catherine. Please forgive me for being such a fool. And it's here, overhearing his thoughts, Anya springs into action. And I think it's kind of funny and sad that as he's running over the ingredients for the bomb in his head, that they actually have to censor it because some dumbasses out there would actually try to follow this recipe. It's sad, but it's true. They even had to do this in the manga too. What is our world coming to, man? But it's here as he's running, he suddenly slips, and we start getting real Home Alone-y in here. As he's like, why is olive oil on the ground? Who the hell put olive oil here? And as he goes into storage, a wash tub falls on his head. As he finds the perfect container for a bomb in here. As it suddenly blows his ass to Kingdom Come. And I like how everyone in the restaurant's just looking around like, what was that? We don't normally get explosions here. As our bad guy's like, why was there an already completed bomb here? And why are there peanuts here? This is a peanut bomb! And it's here. It's time to make a hell of an entrance. As Anya just shows up with her little toy gun here. And says, Red Circus Guy. If you've learned your lesson, stay away from us. Got it? There won't be a next time. This toy gun will be set to kill. You need to completely give up being a bad guy and make Catherine a happy lady. As he's like, my God, she knows about Catherine? Thorn Princess is a fearsome foe. I can't believe she's got an insane kid working for her. As he actually gives up his life of crime here. Anya actually did a good thing for once. So stupid. But because of this, our date is going very well now, as Loid thinks, thank goodness. She seems to be in a much better mood now that she has poison running through her veins. As Anya's like, it's all thanks to me, Papa. And it's here as we transition to our next scene. We get a very nice scene here. As Yor tells him, thank you very much, Loid. Ever since I was little, I spent most of my time taking care of my brother or working. So I rarely ever had a chance to have fun like this. So you made me really happy today. If it's not too much trouble, please invite me out again sometime. When I'm not injured, of course. As Loid tells her, I'd love to. Anytime. As Yor says, look, there's a traveling amusement park over there. Loid tells her it might close soon, but let's go see it anyway. As Anya's just like, Papa, I want to go to the Ferris wheel too, bring me! As Frankie's like, I thought we were tailing them, are we done with this now? As we see our date come to a very successful, happy ending. Until we get to the next day and Yor is going through it, bro. As the poison has pretty clearly worn off and this girl's in pain. Go to the hospital already. As Loid does the Leon Kennedy. Women. I don't understand them. And with that, our episode ends. Man, guys, I really love this show. I'm so happy that it's back. And I know so many of you are too. Honestly, this show doesn't even really fit the format of how I do videos, to be honest. It doesn't really work that well, if I'm being real. But I just enjoy doing it so much. And I really hope that you guys enjoy it too. Because these are the types of videos, along with like Evidence and Shadow, I can have a little bit more fun. And we can be a bit more goofy and enjoy it. That's why I like doing these. So I really do hope that you guys enjoy these videos too, because I love doing them. They're very fun, and I'm so happy Spy X Family's back. So let me know your thoughts down below if you're excited for its return, because I know I am. So until next time, I hope you all have a great day, week, month, and year. And until then, deuces, have a blessed day, and I will see you guys next time. Deuces.